Right, joining me from Hong Kong is my colleague Laura Westbrook. Laura, what had happened, where and how? Now, why is the Philippines accusing China of using a quote-unquote very fatal water cannon in the latest assault on the Filipino ships?
Yes, as we just heard there from the Philippine Coast Guard, he has called out the Chinese Coast Guard for this incident that happened on Tuesday, where there were 2 Philippine vessels that said they were encircled by at least 6 Chinese vessels, including the Chinese Coast Guard, and they said that they fired directly at one of their ships for the first time, and that these tactics were going to escalate tensions in this extremely strategic area in the South China Sea. Now, there have been increasing clashes between the Philippines and Chinese Coast Guard, but the Philippines says that in those previous clashes, those vessels were crewed by the Philippine Navy, but they were civilian supply ships. Now, we've heard from Beijing. The Beijing has responded and said that it was simply defending its sovereignty and that it was the Philippines that was infringing on its territory. It's also decried the use of foreign journalists being on board the Philippine ships, saying and calling this out as well.
Now, while we are on the subject of Philippines, Laura, the Philippines is among those countries in the region that are battling a heat wave for some time now. How's the situation now? Is it getting any better?
Well, the Philippines is one of many countries in Southeast Asia that are battling a heat wave. Just over the weekend, Manila recorded its highest ever temperature at around 38 degrees Celsius. That prompted authorities to close down schools across the country on Monday and Tuesday. And this really is also impacting schools across the region. Schools have also closed in Thailand and Vietnam. And in Thailand, we have also seen authorities report at least 30 heat wave related deaths. That compares to 37 in the whole of 2023. So here in Hong Kong, I reached out to the Hong Kong Observatory, which records temperatures, and they told me that last month in April, it was the highest April since records began. So as Hong Kong as well goes into summer, we are also expecting extremely high temperatures here as well.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Laura, thank you. That was Laura Westbrook reporting from Hong Kong.